Hello everyone. Believe it or not, a person is firstly very first judged by his appearances and his looks. The way we dress, the way we style, it clearly shows how much we know about ourselves and it makes us feel more confident about ourselves. With this, today we have a very special guest with us to tell us about how to identify our face shape and how to choose appropriate accessories, specs, necklines, and jewelries, and anything that you should wear according to your face shape so that you can feel more confident, you can feel more presentable anywhere you go. So let's welcome our guest for the day, Mrs. Dia Khurana. She is an internationally certified image, wardrobe, and etiquette consultant. She has been working as an image coach for the past 10 years and holds an MBA degree with a specialization in HR. In her career of 10 years, she has trained professionals across the country for top multinationals, educational institutes, and corporate clients in personal branding, uniform designing, and writing dress code policies for organizations. As a NABET certified trainer, Dia Khurana works with her clients to maximize and strengthen their visual impact and identity through training attire, body language, grooming, and etiquettes. She has worked with more than 3,500 kids and over 4,500 plus individuals through her dining etiquette workshops. Ma'am, you are a perfect candidate to discuss this topic for today, and we welcome you on board and we are so proud to have you with us today.
Thank you, Purnima. Thank you for such a warm welcome and that beautiful introduction. I'm so grateful to your foundation. I'm so grateful to Ruchi ma'am to give me this opportunity to come and address so many of you all. So thank you very much.
Thank you. So, before forward, welcome back to another show of Pink Talk show organized by Pinkish Foundation, and I'm today's host, Purnima Chabra. So, before moving forward, I would like to tell my viewers that at the end of the session, we have two giveaway prizes. That first, the lucky winner prize, जो हमें Mr. India last में आकर बताएंगे, and the second one will be the best question from the comment section, जो हमें दिया मैम बताएंगी. So, viewers, stay connected with us till the end. Ask your questions, give us your feedback, and rock it on. Okay, and before moving forward, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link will be provided in the comment section below. You will get variety of videos with different topics where we have topics about different problems, different health issues, different personality things, and you can also suggest us many topics that you want to watch videos on. So let's move forward. So, ma'am, beginning with the session, my first question will be the topic only. Why you should know the shape of your face? Why is it important to know the shape of your face to choose appropriate accessories for yourself?
Okay, that's the theme for today. That why is it important to know the shape of your face? So as image consultants, our jobs. Through our jobs, we empower people to look good. And the one thing that looking good does to every individual is that it instills a lot of self confidence. When you look good and you look in the mirror and you're looking good, you like what you see in the mirror, in a way that boosts your self image. And that self image boosts your self confidence. So I feel very privileged to work with so many people, helping them so everybody looks good, but empowering them to look their best. And one of the things that you can do to look your best is to dress as per your body shape and as per your face shape. So, the idea behind identifying the face shape of any individual is, or the benefit or advantage of identifying somebody's face shape is that then you can choose spec styles, accessories, necklines. There are so many things. You can use the shape of your face as a guideline to identify what kind of specs will work for you, what kind of necklines will flatter your face and your body, or what kind of accessories will work. So many times it happens that you see somebody wearing an accessory, it looks great on that person, but when you pick it up and wear it, you feel like, oh, it looks okay on me. Or something that looks great on me may or may not look that well on somebody else. The secret here is that that particular accessory is in harmony. It flatters the shape of that individual's face. So once you're able to successfully identify the shape of your face, then choosing the right specs or choosing the right kind of accessories becomes much easier, and you're able to shop better. So what happens is when you go out shopping, you pick up things that you really like at that point of time, you bring them back home, and then after you come home, after some time, you wear it and you feel, okay, this doesn't look that great on me as much as I thought it did when I bought it. So knowing the shape of your face can act as a guideline to help you identify all of these things better.
That is really great. And I think looking good is something everyone wants. And while going to shopping and choosing what will actually look good on us is a very hectic task. I think all the women and girls who are watching us today, they actually know how difficult it is for us to shop. And actually, even if we buy 10 things, there are some things which we never ever wear, because we when we
Totally.
try it out we don't like it on ourselves. So I think this session was very must for today, and I think all the women will be very excited to know and identify their face shapes. So guys, stay connected. Okay, so ma'am, how can we identify accurately what kind of face shape we have?
Okay. So, if you honestly ask me, there are two ways of doing it. The easier way is that you tie up your hair, completely pull back your hair, look in a mirror, take a marker or a sketch pen, and literally trace your face. So, you can actually just pull the entire hair back, and from your hairline, you trace your face with a sketch pen. But if that is something that you don't want to do, what you could also do is again pull back your hair completely and then look closely and observe these following things. Okay, three or four things that help you identify what is the shape of my face. So, number one, the first thing that you should look at is that, is your face longer than it is wide? So, is my face longer, or is this and this length exactly the same? Or is this wider and this narrower? Okay. So, the length versus the width. That's the first observation that you objectively make when you look in the mirror. Number two, try and identify what is the widest part of your face. So, if I divide the face in three parts, which is the forehead, the center part, which is from the upper eyebrow to where my nose ends, and then this part, my jawline. So, look at which is the widest part of your face. Is your forehead the widest part? Is this also called the zygomatic arch, or the cheekbones? Is that the widest part of your face, or is your jawline the widest part of the face? So that is the second observation you make. The third observation you make is that, is your face more round, or is it more angular? So if you think of Vidya Balan's face vis-a-vis Kareena Kapoor Khan's face before she got pregnant or before she delivered her second baby, there were these sharp angles that she had, a very angular face. So that's the third thing you need to observe about your face. Is your face very roundish, or is it more angular? And number four is, what are the most prominent features of your face? So, for example, if I remove my specs, or even if I don't, you'll notice that my nose is a very prominent part of my face. Can you see that? And
Yeah.
secondly, the size of my eyes are much smaller. These are some observations that you note down. So you say that, okay, my face is much longer than it is wide. Length, breadth या width से ज़्यादा है. Number two, do I have all roundness, round cheeks and round hairlines, or do I have more angularity in my face? Number three, which is the widest part? Is my forehead the widest? Is the cheekbone area the widest? Or is my jawline the widest part of my face? And number four, what are the most prominent features? Based on that, you arrive at a face shape. So there are broadly 7 to 8 types of face shapes. And your choice of accessory or spec style literally depends upon what the shape of your face is.
Okay. So, ma'am, uh, when we observe, like if we observe our face shape and we get to know like which part of the widest and anything, and we get to a conclusion. So, there are times that our body shape does not align with our face shape. We feel that
Yes.
our face shape is not going with our body type, and thus we try to change some things about our face. So, how we can manage all that?
Okay, so instead of trying to change anything on the face, if we dress our face in a manner, so if you see what I have in my hand, that's an oval face shape. Okay, oval means that it's longer than it is wider.
Yeah.
It's equally narrow on the top and equally narrow on the bottom. Now, this is considered an ideal face shape. Okay, and the reason it's considered ideal, and when I look at your face, Purnima, your face shape is literally an oval. So this is an ideal face shape. So you can successfully carry off a lot of hairstyles, a lot of spec styles. The reason it's called an ideal face shape is because it's very balanced on the top vis-a-vis the bottom. So the width on the top is almost equal to the width on the bottom. It's tapering on the top as well as the bottom. And through the cheekbones, it's straight. So I also had a oval face shape, but after few years, as I have put on weight, this oval has got a lot of roundness. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now what we try to do is all the other face shapes. We try and dress up the face shape in a manner that we try to bring the balance of the oval shape back. Okay, so let's say, so let me start with, if you allow me, can I start with discussing the types of face shapes?
Definitely. Yeah.
Sure. So the first face shape I would like to talk about is this. Now, I'm sure it's difficult for you all to identify, but this face shape, if you notice, is longer than it is wider.
Yeah.
Okay, which means that this has too much length. Now, this is either a rectangular or an oblong face shape. So a rectangular face shape is a long face shape which has a lot of angles, very angular, and an oblong face shape is a long face shape which is rounded. But in both the faces, the length is much more than the width. Okay. To bring that balance back, what we need to do is we need to visually add so we need to widen the face. It's longer. So what we need to do is we need to make this face look shorter and add width at the center. Now, how can you do that? How can I cut this height? You see the neckline that I'm wearing? This kind of a neckline will work very well for long face shapes because it cuts the height. Similarly, short neck pieces like this, that you wear immediately around your neck. Anything that cuts the neck from right here is going to shorten my face. And these kind of accessories which are shorter or collars which are right close to the neck work very well for longer face shapes. Now because I want to visually widen this area, मैं literally तो किसी के face को wide नहीं कर सकती. But if I want to visually widen this area, the kind of specs that will look great for this kind of face shape will be specs that are very solid. The one like I'm wearing, very thick
Yeah.
and a little longer here. So horizontally, the specs are longer. The minute I put a straight horizontal line, the length of my face will become shorter. So you will notice that people with very long faces will look great with very bold kind of spec styles. They will look great with rectangular, softly curved rectangulars and specs that have like this straight line. You must have seen these trending spec
Yes.
styles that have now this straight line running across. Even the one that I'm wearing has a straight line running across, and the ones that are wider, even the cat eye, the cat eye kind of a spec style will look very good because it adds width to this face shape. The second one that I'm going to talk about is a triangular face shape. Now these people typically have a very narrow forehead, so they're very narrow from the top. The widest part of their face is the jawline, so they have a very wide horizontal line here. Now, if I have a lot of width here, how do I balance this face? By adding width on the top. Okay. So again, just like the oblong face shapes, very bold styles or colorful specs will work very well because visually now I have added width on the top. I'm trying to make this part look wider. Even the bangs, this side flick that a lot of women have, will work very well for these people because it fills up this area. Hairstyles that are fuller on the top, that is going to increase the width on the head on the top, works very well for people who have a wider jawline. As far as necklines are concerned, now because there is width here, if I wear a short neckline for this face shape, then this face shape is going to look shorter and then in effect more triangular. So something which is longer. You see this?
Yeah.
A neck piece which is layered and has a triangular shape below and is longer is going to work great for a face shape like this. So anything, all necklines also that have a V shape here, that have a cut open square necklines, they are going to work very well for triangular face shapes. Next, the one we are going to discuss is an inverted triangle. Now, exactly opposite of a triangular face shape, the widest part of the face of these people is the forehead.
Forehead.
So they are very wide here, and then they have this very sharp V
Hmm.
at the jawline. So because यहाँ कम है और यहाँ wide है, इनके केस में we have to add width here. So if they wear earrings like this, can you see?
Yeah.
Round earrings on here, or earrings that have width. So if I wear this here, it's going to widen. उससे width मेरा ये area का बढ़ जाएगा. These kind of earrings, anything that widens this area, because ये यहाँ से narrow है, हमें visual width यहाँ बढ़ानी है. Now, in these cases, people with an inverted face shape need to keep in mind that because they are broader up here on the forehead, spec styles that they wear cannot be very bold. So the specs with a thin rim of wire, the ones which have a thin wire around, or the rimless glasses, they will look great because the rimless has no frame. The specs are not going to add any width. वो यहाँ से already इतने wide है, हम चाहते ही नहीं है कि इनकी width और बढ़े. हम चाहते हैं कि इनका face एक oval की तरह balance हो जाए, तो हम width यहाँ बढ़ाते जाते हैं. And the neck styles that they will carry will be round necks or necks like the one that I'm wearing. Anything that adds width here. So you see those jackets which have big flaps as lapels, collars that are big collars. All that big collar is going to add width near their jawline and it looks great on them. It looks great on them. The next face shape that I'm going to discuss, and a very popular face shape that I see, is the round face shape. So, the way to identify that your face is round is that the length of these faces is equal to the width. So, there, now, because the face is round, the cousin of this face shape is a square. Now, in both these face shapes, the length is missing
Yeah.
to balance these faces. So, you notice both of them, the length and the width is exactly the same. The only difference is that this has a lot of rounded lines and this has a lot of straight lines.
I,
Now, with these face shapes, what we are trying to do is we are trying to add length. हम इनके चेहरे को लंबा करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. तो वी नेकलाइंस, कॉलर्स जो जैकेट के लपेल्स नहीं होते, द लपेल्स दैट वी सी, द कॉलर ऑफ अ जैकेट दैट क्रिएट्स दिस डीप वी शेप, that looks great on them. Or if you have a yoke on your top which is v shaped yoke, that looks great on them. Anything that is adding length. So if I were to talk of neck pieces, this is a neck piece that's going to look great on these face shapes. Can you see the amount of length and the long V that it adds to the face?
Yeah.
So very no, long neck pieces are going to look brilliant or excellent on these faces that are round. In the end, I'll also talk about the angularity and roundness, but let's just finish discussing the face shapes. And of course, the last one that I have is a diamond face shape. Now, just like the name suggests, this face is narrower on the top, very narrow on the bottom, on the jawline, and they are widest at the cheekbone. So in a way ये triangular inverted triangular face shapes का combination है. They are the broadest or the widest at this part. Very narrow here, very narrow here. Now in this face shape, it's almost like an oval, but an extreme. यहाँ से बहुत narrow है, तो हमें width forehead पे width बढ़ाना है, jawline पे width बढ़ाना है. तो any earrings, heavy earrings that fill up this area, hairstyles that fill up the top, look great on a diamond. And because diamond का ये cheekbone वाला portion already बहुत wide होता है, इनके specs should not be bold or very attention catching or very eye catchy. Their frames should be rimless, should be thin, or the transparent frames that are in fashion right now, plastic or what's that material called that the
Mm,
specs are made of? Absolutely transparent, you know,
yeah.
see-through styles. Those look very good because visually they don't add any width. So the thing that we need to keep in mind is that wherever there is width, so number one is that an ideal face shape which is longer than it is wide and is a little narrow on the top, a little narrow at the bottom, is a great face shape to carry off many hairstyles, many spec styles. So whatever face shape we have to create an illusion of an ideal face shape. तो जहां विर्थ कम है, हमें वहां पे विर्थ बढ़ानी है, और जहां विर्थ ज्यादा है, हमें वहां पे विर्थ कम करनी है. You'll be surprised, Purnima, that makeup artists these days, makeup artists are so conscious of identifying your face shape. वो हमारे फेस शेप की कॉन्टूरिंग भी फेस शेप के हिसाब से करते हैं. So bronzing or contouring are two different things. A lot of people in India unfortunately confuse between bronzing and contouring, but contouring is nothing but cutting off. So for example, if you see, I have a lot of roundness here. Now I have tried to contour my face from this area because I want to cut off the roundness here.
Um,
So हम फेस पे मेकअप में कहाँ हाईलाइट करते हैं और कहाँ कॉन्टूर करते हैं, वो भी हमारा फेस शेप हेल्प करता है. अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम मेकअप आर्टिस्ट्स को सोशल मीडिया पे, यूट्यूब चैनल्स पे, इंस्टाग्राम रील्स और वीडियोस में वी सी देम doing a particular type of makeup and we just blindly copy that makeup. Till I started doing this professionally, I used to highlight my nose. So I used to see makeup artists doing the contouring on the cheeks and then highlighting their nose. And my favorite makeup artist had a beautiful slender nose. तो मैं उसको कॉपी करके अपने नोज को हाईलाइट करती थी. एंड व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग दिस प्रोग्राम एंड आई स्टार्टेड लर्निंग मेकअप, आई स्टार्टेड टेकिंग इट मोर सीरियसली, आई रियलाइज that this is that part of my face that I need to contour. I need to cut down. I need to make it look smaller. I don't need to highlight it and make it look even bigger. So these are a few face shapes, and it becomes a great help if you're able to identify your face shape, because a makeup artist is going to be there with you and stand by
yeah.
with you and understand the face shape. But when you're going out shopping, and these days specs are so expensive, इसलिए जब हम स्पेक्स खरीदने जाते हैं तो अगर हम थोड़ा सा अपने फेस शेप को माइंड में रखें, वी विल बी एबल टू बाय spec styles, or we will be able to buy accessories that will flatter our face more and make us look better.
That's really great, and I think you explained all the face shapes in a very great manner. And uh, with what you said, that there are times when, even if I just, like you told me that I have an ideal oval face shape, so there are times that people think that whether their forehead is very big, or whether there is a lot of double chin fat on the chin, or they have a very big nose. A lot of people are very conscious about their nose. So and they try to yeah, you told us. And they also try to contour, even if they don't know how to do it properly. They try to contour them or cut down their face and try to do the different exercise or anything. So is it really necessary to you know mm, do something to particular part of your face to uh, just to see that whether they are getting to your face? Because does contouring really helps us getting that balance?
Okay, so number one, I feel that all face shapes are beautiful, पूर्णिमा. ये जो हम मेकअप की हम जो भी बात कर रहे हैं ना, ये सब गाइडलाइंस है, ये रूल्स नहीं है. So number one, if somebody is very happy with their face, then they should just be like that. You know, they should just live like that. ये मेरा personal belief है. Number two, these all techniques I think are for people. So for example, for somebody who has a very round face, you know, and may not be overweight. She may not be overweight, but because there is a lot of roundness in her face, every time she wears something, and if it is not something that flatters her face, she ends up looking overweight, and she's not happy with that. These are techniques to help people look the way they want to look. So I would say all these techniques must be used by you or by anybody else in the world only if they want to change the way they look or if they are not happy with the way they look already. That's number one. Number two, contouring definitely helps big time. The only issue here is, Purnima, that applying makeup is a skill. And like any other skill, every other skill, for example, dining is a skill, swimming is a skill. So when you and me talk, I can talk to you about contouring for 2 hours. It's like a theory lesson. मतलब मैंने तुम्हें बोला कि देखो नाक बंद करके स्विमिंग पूल में कूदना है और जैसे ही पानी में अंदर चले जाओ तो बबल करते हुए बाहर आना है. लीव योर फीट अप, मूव योर हैंड्स. हो गई स्विमिंग. It's a theory lesson I have given you. But until unless you don't jump in the pool, you don't gulp a lot of water, you don't come out like that 10 times, you're not going to become an expert at swimming ever. You become better and better and better at swimming only with practice. Similarly, these techniques of makeup come with practice. Ask me, I have taken a very long time to reach a stage where I successfully apply makeup on my own face. So it's a skill.
Yeah.
But yes, I can tell you with confidence one thing, that applying makeup as a skill can really help you achieve a lot of results. So, all these celebrities that you see on the screen, professional, trained, skilled makeup artists work on their faces and contour their faces at the right. So, you see them without faces and you'll see the double chin. But with the makeup, you see them with the makeup, so you don't see anything. But without the makeup, you see the double chin. Now, if the double chin showing is making you feel less confident, it's a great idea to learn that technique of makeup and get rid of it. And it's definitely possible. I can give you two quick tips for people, to keep in mind when they go out shopping and even when they are trying to, learn contouring tricks. One thing is observe the kind of lines on your face. If your face has a lot of rounded lines, every other line on your face should have angles. So if you look at my specs, it's not a round shape, it's a soft rectangle. So if your face has too much roundness, add angularity. So I'll show you this. You see this neck piece? They're all angular shapes in this. Now,
Yeah.
this neck piece, the angularity of the neck piece is going to counter or cut off the roundness of my face. The angularity of my frame is going to cut off the roundness of my frame. Similarly, if somebody's face is very angular, now a very angular face looks very intimidating. जिनके फेस में
Yeah.
बहुत एंगुलैरिटी होती है ना, वो गुस्से वाले लगते हैं या वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग हेडेड या पावरफुल लगते हैं. अब अगर किसी का फेस बहुत एंगुलर है लेकिन वो नेचर से बहुत सॉफ्ट स्पोकन है, इफ दैट पर्सन इज गोइंग टू वेयर मोर एंगुलर शेप्स, सामने वाला उससे और डरेगा और लोग उससे बात करने में घबराएंगे, और ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. सो इन अ वे, if we understand the face shape and try to balance, somewhere or the other it also starts affecting and influencing how we deal with people or how people approach us. So the tip is that if you have too much roundness, your accessories, your specs, your hairstyle should have more angularity. And if your face is very angular, everything is very angular, then go for all round kind of shapes in your accessories, in your specs, even your hairstyle. So you can have that big, in curled hairstyle, all that roundness. That's going to neutralize, cut off the angularity, is going to neutralize. और एक बड़ा सा beautiful सा balance strike होता है, and that just flatters and makes you look good. So that balance is what we all should strive for, I believe.
Okay. So, ma'am, I think just the way we said that the way we style tells a lot about our personality. But just as you said that जिनका face angular होता है तो उन वो थोड़े ज़्यादा गुस्से वाले होते हैं. So, does our face shape also tell something about our personalities?
नहीं, गुस्से वाले होते नहीं है पूर्णिमा, गुस्से वाले लगते हैं. They look like that. So anything that's angular, sharp, it looks intimidating, powerful. And anything that's round, like the shape, looks soft. अब मैं जैसी दिखती हूँ बाहर से, मेरा जो फिजिक है, बॉडी का शेप है, और जैसी मैं हूं अंदर से, दे मे बी टू डिफरेंट थिंग्स एंटायरली. हो सकता है मैं अंदर से बहुत ही सॉफ्ट स्पोकन और स्वीट पर्सन हूँ, स्वीट हूँ, सॉफ्ट स्पोकन हूँ, नर्चरिंग, लविंग नेचर है मेरा, लेकिन मेरे फेस शेप से और बॉडी शेप में इतनी एंगुलैरिटी है कि मैं एकदम टफ प्रिंसिपल टाइप की लगती हूँ. अब इसमें क्या होगा, पीपल आर लुकिंग एट मी एंड थिंकिंग दैट माई गॉड ये तो बहुत गुस्से वाली है, एंड दे विल नॉट अप्रोच मी. बट in actuality I am somebody who's very sweet and loves to meet people and loves to talk to people. तो बहुत बार लोग इस गैप की वजह से या इस लैक ऑफ बैलेंस की वजह से सफर करते हैं. या कुछ लोग होते हैं जो बहुत स्ट्रांगली ओपिनियनेटेड होते हैं. सम विमेन, सम मेन आर वेरी स्ट्रांग हेडेड पीपल, दे आर वेरी स्ट्रांगली ओपिनियनेटेड, बट फ्रॉम देयर फेस दे आर ऑल राउंड एंड यू फील अरे यू कैन टेक दिस पर्सन फॉर ग्रांटेड. ओके, अब अंदर से वो कुछ और है लेकिन दिख कुछ और रहे हैं. तो हमारा फेस शेप हमारी पर्सनालिटी कम्युनिकेट करता है. वो एक्चुअली में हमारी पर्सनालिटी है या नहीं, दैट्स नॉट द केस. सो ऐसा नहीं है कि जिनका फेस राउंड होता है वो स्वीट होते हैं और जिनका फेस एंगुलर होता है वो गुस्से वाले होते हैं. बट एंगुलैरिटी कम्युनिकेट्स अथॉरिटी एंड पावर, एंड राउंडनेस कम्युनिकेट्स सॉफ्ट अप्रोचेबिलिटी. तो जिनका फेस एंगुलर है और वो अप्रोचेबल और सॉफ्ट दिखना चाहते हैं, तो वो कैसे दिखेंगे? They will do that. So if you see my earrings that I'm wearing, they're all very rounded. बहुत soft ovals हैं मेरे earring में. People with a lot of angularity can wear earrings like this, or spec styles that are round, or hairstyles that are round, to strike that balance between who they are from the inside and who they are looking like from the outside. I don't know. I hope I've been able to explain what I was trying to say.
Yeah, you definitely explained it really well. And since you talked about the face shape, and there is a question from Nisha Haryani ma'am. She's asking that what is the most common face shape and what is the most rarest face shape?
So I don't know. I've done so many face shape analysis. Uh, India में तो very honestly, the most common face shape has been an oval. और इंडिया में मुझे नहीं बोलना चाहिए बिकॉज मेरा क्लाइंटेल ज्यादा, आई हैव मैक्सिमम क्लाइंटेल फ्रॉम बरोडा एंड सिटीज अराउंड बरोडा. दीज आर द पीपल दैट आई हैव वर्कड विद. बट in the last 5 years that I have actively went and done personal shopping and face shape analysis, I have found that the oval face shape is very oval and round, very popular face shapes, a very common face shapes to see. The one that I see less or very rarely is a typical triangle, where the jawline is very broad and the hairline is very narrow. But yet again, ये मैं अपने experience से बोल रही हूँ. And I mean, for all you know, there are so many people in the whole world and in the country. Unfortunately, I should not, I'm not the right person to comment on. But मेरे experience में, I have seen very few triangular face shapes, but I have seen a lot of rounds and a lot of ovals. So we are two ovals, both of us, me and Purnima, sitting right in
Yeah.
front of you guys. What happens is, look, क्यों mistake करते हैं? Like if you look at my face, over the years after my children, I put on weight and that weight just stayed with me. that weight also adds on to your face, you know. And when weight goes on adding on to your face, जो angularity है face की वो कम होती जाती है और roundness बढ़ती जाती है. And sometimes that roundness is mistaken for another face shape. Therefore जब आप अपना face shape analyze करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं तो pull your hair back properly and अपने mirror में देखिए. एक और आसान तरीका है, if somebody is interested, उतना मेहनत करना चाहते हैं तो you take a close up of your face with your hair tied back and take out a printout. एक प्रिंट आउट निकाल लो पेपर पे और फिर मेजर करो स्केल से. सो लिटरली टेक द स्केल, कीप इट ऑन द फेस, इन द ऑन द पेपर, and measure from this hairline till here, and then from your one end of the cheekbone to the other with the scale, and see whether your face is longer or whether it is wider. अगर लेंथ और विड्थ सेम है और बहुत राउंडनेस है तो राउंड फेस शेप है. अगर लेंथ और विड्थ सेम है लेकिन एंगुलर फेस है, आपका जॉ लाइन ऐसा है, इट्स नॉट लाइक अ नाइस राउंडनेस इज नॉट देयर, मतलब आपका फेस स्क्वायर है. इफ द फेस इज फार मोर लॉन्गर देन इट इज वाइडर फ्रॉम द चीक बोन्स, then it is either an oblong or a rectangular face shape. एंड इफ दिस इज द वाइडेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ योर फेस, ये सबसे ज्यादा वाइड है और ये दोनों ही बड़े बड़े नैरो है. द जॉ लाइन, चिन इज ऑल्सो वेरी पॉइंटेड एंड नैरो, एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी नैरो, देन इट्स अ डायमंड. यू कैन हैव कॉम्बिनेशन फेस शेप्स ऑल्सो. तो कॉम्बिनेशन फेस शेप्स भी होते हैं, बट एज अ गाइडलाइन आप यही अगर माइंड में रखो कि जिस पार्ट ऑफ फेस में विड्थ है वहां मुझे विड्थ कम करनी है, और जहां फेस बहुत ही नैरो है वहां मुझे विड्थ बढ़ानी है. और विड्थ हम बढ़ाते कैसे हैं? आप वहां एक्सेसरीज पहन लीजिए, वहां अपनी हेयर, यू एड हेयर देयर. सो फॉर वेरी इन्वर्टेड ट्राइंगुलर फेस शेप्स जो फॉरहेड से बहुत ही ब्रॉड है और जॉलाइन से बहुत ही नैरो है, वो ये शोल्डर पे अगर हेयर में लेयर्स हो, जो अभी बहुत फैशन में भी है, इफ यू हैव लेयर्स इन योर हेयर, द शॉर्टेस्ट, देन लिटिल मिड लेंथ एंड लॉन्गर, तो यहाँ बड़ा सारा वॉल्यूम भर जाएगा, ऑटोमेटिकली यहाँ पे विड्थ बढ़ जाएगी. तो ये अगर आप एक गाइडलाइन की तरह यूज करेंगे तो इट विल ऑलवेज वर्क फॉर यू, विल नेवर गो रॉन्ग.
Thank you so much for answering that question really well. With this, I have one more question. That can we change our face shape naturally, like doing exercises or anything? So, can we change our face shape naturally by that person,
So
or that
there
just helps reducing some parts?
Okay, so there are two things we need to understand about our body shape and our face shape. Okay, just like the shape of my face, there is a shape of my body also. Now, the shape of my body is this. I am a bottom heavy figure, which means I'm narrower on my shoulder and I'm wider on my hip. When I put on weight, मैं ऐसे नहीं put on करती. मेरा वजन ऐसे बढ़ता है और ऐसे ही कम होता है. That is because the shape of my body is because of the bone structure. तो हमारे फेस और बॉडी का शेप हमारे बोन्स बनाते हैं. बोन्स के ऊपर मसल्स आते हैं, मसल के ऊपर स्किन आता है. तो जो आपका बेसिक फेस स्ट्रक्चर है, नेचुरली विदाउट एनी कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरी, वो वही रहेगा. what you can change about your face shape is the roundness. Now as you go on losing weight, जैसे जैसे मेरा वेट कम होता जाएगा, ये राउंडनेस कम होती जाएगी और ये एंगुलैरिटी बढ़ती जाएगी. तो जो फैट डिपॉजिट पूरे बॉडी में ऐसा ही कम हो रहा है ना, वो मेरे फेस पे भी, जो मेरा फेस शेप है, अगर मेरा फेस शेप ओवल है तो ऐसा नहीं, या अगर इन्वर्टेड ट्राइंगल है तो ऐसा नहीं कि वेट कम करने से मेरा फेस शेप ओवल हो जाएगा. नो, माय फेस शेप विल रिड्यूस लाइक दिस एंड पुट ऑन वेट लाइक दैट. वो जो राउंडनेस है, वो आप नंबर वन, बाय लूजिंग वेट यू कैन रिड्यूस द राउंडनेस ऑफ योर फेस. Number two, and I'm sure all of you must have heard and seen, there is a lot of face yoga that has become very popular and trending. मैं भी एक workshop कर रही हूँ for face yoga. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I see the result. So they asked me to buy a tool. It's almost been 35 to 40 days now. I've bought the gua sha, and then there is a roller. So these are two things that came in my kit, the one that they sent me, and I apply it. I see a marked difference in my skin tone. My skin has become softer. It is responding much better. It's coping much better with the heat and everything outside. So, what has happened is that doing all that face exercises and face yoga keeps your skin supple. Soft and supple skin doesn't hang. ओल्ड एज में आप देखिए ये जो पोर्शंस है फेस के दे टेंड टू हैंग और पीपल हु डोंट टेक केयर ऑफ देयर स्किन if they don't keep their skin moisturized or the skin is not well taken care of or the facial muscles just like your body muscles even the muscles on the face need to be worked out if you work out your facial muscles the shape of your face becomes more defined, it becomes more crisp, and it really helps. So, I'm telling you from personal experience that any kind of face exercises without tools, I'm not saying that you must buy the tools and make that investment. आप YouTube इतने tutorials हैं on face yoga. You can start following and filling up air in your mouth. It exercises all these muscles around the face, and that gives the face shape. A nice cut, but your face shape will not change because it's because of your bones. So if my zygomatic arch here, the cheekbone is wide, मैं कुछ भी कर लूं मैं उस bone का width नहीं कम कर सकती unless cosmetically interference happens.
Great. So, ma'am, there is another question from Riya Singh Verma, ma'am. She is asking that, ma'am, कुछ एक्ट्रेसेस ऐसे होते हैं जो अपने फेस को अट्रैक्टिव और दिखाने के लिए प्लास्टिक सर्जरी करवाते हैं. सो जैसे नोज पर, लिप्स पर, ताकि उनके चीक बोन्स थोड़े हाईलाइटेड लगे या उनकी नोज बेटर लगे, कुछ भी. सो टू look more attractive, to get is it very a good option to get a plastic surgery, या अपने फेस शेप कैसे एक सर्जरी के थ्रू, एक मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट के थ्रू एक ऐसा चेंज करना, इज इट गुड?
So मुझे ऐसा लगता है पूर्णिमा this is a very personal thing. How what your values are. So if you ask me as a person, I would never do it. Never. So I personally believe कि ये मेरा face है, and I'm happy with what I have, and I'm going to go ahead with it. Now that doesn't mean that I judge and look down upon people who get the cosmetic surgery done to look better. If filling up my lips and making my lips fuller makes me feel good about myself, that feeling good enhances my self esteem and my self confidence, and if it doesn't spoil my health in any way, तो उसमें क्या बुरा है? So ये it differs from person to person, and it differs from what your values are, where you come from. So though I don't believe in any cosmetic surgery, but I'm telling you I have had many clients, Purnima, who have benefited big time. There was a lady who was 26 years old, and she was not, मतलब उसके पेरेंट्स बहुत ही शाय, बहुत ही क्वाइट, ज्यादा बात नहीं करती थी. And when I met her, I was also 35. So she had a lot of pigmentation on her face, and one of her eyebrows was completely missing. Now, through cosmetic surgery, we got that completely removed. वो पूरा चला गया जो उसके फेस पे पिगमेंटेशन था, and they created an eyebrow like a permanent tattoo. The cosmetic surgeon gave her a eyebrow. आप उस लेडी को देख के आज ये बोल नहीं सकते कि ये किसी टाइम पे इनके फेस पे इतना पिगमेंटेशन था और एक आईब्रो नहीं था. Then there was this man who was in his mid 30s. He was my client. He was a corporate client. He had his eyebrows at a different level. Though वो perfectly normal थे, very intelligent, one of the most intelligent people I have met. But उनका self confidence इतना सा था पूर्ण. He used to feel so conscious कि उनको कोई leadership role दिया जाता था तो वो नहीं लेते थे. Cosmetic surgery के through वो balance कर दिया. तो उन दो लोगों की जिंदगी मैंने अपने सामने कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरी के थ्रू बदलते देखी. So I feel that if a cosmetic surgery, even if it is a lip filling or highlighting your cheeks or creating eyebrows or enhancing any part of your face without harming your body, makes you feel good, enhances your confidence and gives you happiness. हमारी जिंदगी का aim क्या है? The sole aim of life is to have peace of the mind and happiness. Then it's worth it. Then it's worth
Oh,
it. I think that would be my. I don't know if I have answered her question, but this is my response.
yeah, I think making any change to your face or to your body is completely your choice until unless you are actually harming something for yourself.
Yes.
So thank you so much for answering that question, and I hope that your question has been answered, ma'am. Okay, so next question is again from Nisha Haryani, ma'am. She's asking that what is the perfect face for a woman, and what features make a woman beautiful?
Okay, so I feel all women are beautiful and all face shapes are beautiful. Let me tell you that. But it is considered, the oval face shape is considered to be the most ideal face shape. Ideal इसीलिए कहते हैं क्योंकि वो balanced है. I have seen a lot of different type of face shapes that are extremely beautiful, but an ideal face shape is considered to be, और इसीलिए भी क्योंकि आइडियल फेस शेप पे बहुत सारे स्पेक स्टाइल्स, हेयर स्टाइल्स, एक्सेसरी स्टाइल्स सूट करते हैं. दैट्स द रीजन आई फील that it's considered to be an ideal face shape. And what was the part 2 of her question? What was the second part she asked?
Uh, what features make a woman beautiful?
आई थिंक अ कॉन्फिडेंट वुमन इज अ ब्यूटिफुल वुमन. अगर आप मुझसे ये पूछो, दुनिया का कोई भी फीचर, दुनिया की कोई भी पतली कमर, दुनिया का कोई भी साफ रंग आपको उतना खूबसूरत नहीं बनाता जितना आपका कॉन्फिडेंस आपको बनाता है. सो इफ यू आर कॉन्फिडेंट ना, इफ यू फील दैट यू आर ऑन टॉप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, then people are going to see that confidence even through small eyes like mine. However, big eyes are considered to be beautiful. A small, slender nose is considered to be very beautiful. Fuller lips are considered to be beautiful. इसीलिए celebrities यही कराते हैं. They enhance their eyes, they shape their nose, and they fill up their lips. But don't go after that. खुश रहो और बहुत ही confident रहो. Be confident about yourself that you can do everything, and that is going to make you look the most beautiful person, I think.
You actually motivated me, and I think a lot of people here, that wearing a confidence and a smile is the best thing you can do to look
Yes,
way more attractive than anything. Like any makeup,
absolutely.
any accessory cannot do what a confidence and a smile can do. So
Totally.
there's another question from Anjali Jain, ma'am. She's asking that do inheritance play any key role in one's face structure? And if yes, then which face massage should we try giving to an infant so that they can get an ideal face shape when they grow up?
Okay. So it inheritance definitely plays a key role. ये मेरी दादा के family वाली नाक है. All my buas and my dada's sisters, my father's sisters, my buas, my big buas, and us, we are three sisters. We call this the Rajpal nose. तो ये मैंने inherit ही करी है genes में. So it definitely plays a role. Uh, Now it's a very interesting question that she has asked. When my daughter was born, and everybody was so worried that her nose is going to become like mine, the woman who used to do the massage would constantly pull her skin up like this and sharpen her nose. So यही दो मसाज के movements, hand movements जो मालिश वाली आती थी, हमारी मालिश वाली भी was also in her 70s, like it's she was an old woman, तो इतने बच्चों की उन्होंने मालिश करी थी, तो वो भी ऐसा कहते थे कि ये करना सही है. But even today, at any age, ev- even though you're not applying oil and massaging your face, अगर आप रात को सिर्फ क्रीम भी लगा रहे हैं या कोई टोनर लगा रहे हैं, एनीथिंग दैट यू डू टू योर फेस, द मूवमेंट शुड ऑलवेज बी अपवर्ड. ये हमेशा, मैंने तो जितने भी आई हैव स्पोकन टू एनी स्किन केयर एक्सपर्ट, आई हैव कंसल्टेड देम, दिस इज द एडवाइस दैट दे हैव गिवन मी, दैट नेवर पुल योर स्किन डाउन, always pull it up. And therefore the same thing applies to babies, though their skin is the best. So our skin is in its best form when we are babies, and what the children eat, what that child eats, how well that child exercises, all contributes to the face. So your skin is the largest organ of your body. So when you exercise, it's not the organs inside that benefit from it. The skin benefits from it the maximum. Blood will rush and gush to your skin. So doing 20 minutes of any exercise, even walking 4 times a week, will increase the quality of your skin. But upward motion, always upward motion, and then the nose moving out, these tend to be I'm no expert on skin, but I consult a lot of people for myself, for my clients, and this is the advice that they always give. So I think it will hopefully work for everyone else too.
That was really great. And there is a question that caught my eye. It is from Anuradha Gupta ma'am. She is asking that, ma'am, हर चेहरा कुछ कहता है, तो इस पर what is your comment?
तो हर चेहरा तो कुछ कहता ही है. You know, when it comes to the eyes, very often people try to fake a smile. If they're not okay, they'll come and sit in front of you and they'll fake a smile. But it's the eyes that give away the what do you say, the true inner state of mind of the person. So मेरी belief ये है ना, and I feel this is the truth also, that whatever you are inside reflects out on your face and on your in your body. हम इमेज कंसल्टेंट्स हैं और इतना बॉडी शेप एनालिसिस करते हैं और फेस शेप एनालिसिस करते हैं, और ये कहते हैं कि अगर आप ट्रायंगुलर बॉडी शेप है तो ऐसे कपड़े पहनिए, रेक्टेंगुलर बॉडी शेप है तो ऐसे कपड़े पहनिए, आपका लॉन्ग फेस है तो ऐसा चेहरा, ऐसे स्पेक्स पहनिए. बट मैंने रेक्टेंगुलर बॉडी शेप्स को, जो कपड़े हमारे अकॉर्डिंग टू अस दे डोंट वर्क फॉर रेक्टेंगुलर बॉडी शेप्स एट ऑल, आई हैव सीन men and women absolutely rock outfits only because they are very confident. So if you are confident, no, if you are comfortable in your skin, let that be the story your face tells. Be happy inside and it will radiate out uh, on your face. So जिन्होंने भी सवाल पूछा है, it's a beautiful question. I'm sorry I'm not able to give an answer as beautiful as the question that she has asked. But हर चेहरा definitely कुछ कहता है, and I hope कि हर चेहरा खुशी की दास्तान कहे. That's it. That's all that I would say.
So, I will take just one more last question. This is from Seema Maheshwari ma'am. She is asking that, ma'am, अक्सर सुना जाता है कि चेहरा व्यक्तित्व का आईना होता है, तो ये बात की वास्तव कितनी सही है? Like, how much a face shape determines our personality?
तो बहुत सही है, लेकिन ये फेस शेप नहीं, फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस है. मेहराबियन करके एक साइंटिस्ट थे जिन्होंने ये रिसर्च की थी, और आप गूगल करेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा. उन्होंने 55,000 फेसेस को एनालाइज किया था. नो जोक, हाँ. एंड उनकी रिसर्च बहुत वाइडली एक्सेप्टेड है. और उस रिसर्च के बाद उन्होंने ये कंक्लूड किया कि जब हम किसी को देखते हैं, हमारी जो ओवरऑल कम्युनिकेशन होती है ना, जब हम किसी से मिलते हैं तो सामने वाला हमारी जो ओवरऑल कम्युनिकेशन समझता है, रिसीव करता है, उसमें 75 to 80% of your communication is visual. Okay, little bit of it, some 10-15% is vocal. Vocal मतलब हमारा पिच, वॉल्यूम, साउंड, मैं चिल्ला के बात कर रही हूँ या रुक रुक के बात कर रही हूँ, vocal. And this much percent is verbal. कहने का मतलब ये कि अगर आप मुझे जूम पे सिर्फ इतना देखते हैं ना, तो मेरी जो ओवरऑल कम्युनिकेशन आप रिसीव कर रहे हैं, वट एवर आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, वो 75% विजुअल है, मेरे फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस. मैं एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल देती हूँ एंड इट विल एक्सप्लेन टू हर व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. दैट इफ आई मीट यू पूर्णिमा, लेट्स से यू मीट मी आउटसाइड ऑफलाइन, आई मेक अ वेरी सरकास्टिक फेस एंड मैं तुमको बोलती हूँ, अच्छा अच्छा, वो फाइनली तुमसे मिल ली, तुमसे मिलके बहुत खुशी हुई पूर्णिमा. अगर मैं एक बड़ी सड़ी सी शक्ल बना के तुमसे ऐसा कहूंगी ना, तो तुम मेरा विश्वास कभी नहीं करोगी कि मुझे तुमसे मिलके खुशी हुई, बिकॉज वो खुशी तुम्हें मेरे चेहरे पे दिखाई नहीं देगी. और हमारा चेहरा हमारे स्टेट ऑफ माइंड का आईना होता है. सो 75% of your communication is visual. In Zoom, 85% of that communication is visual. आप जो बोलते हैं, तुमसे मिलके खुशी हुई, और जो चेहरे पे दिखाई देता है खुशी, अगर वो एक सेम है तो आप मेरी बात का विश्वास करेंगे. लेकिन अगर मैं जो बोल रही हूं और आप जो सुन रहे हैं वो दो अलग चीजें हैं, मतलब जो मैं बोल रही हूँ और आपको जो दिखाई दे रहा है वो दो अलग चीजें हैं, guess what you're going to believe? You will believe what you see. You will never believe what you hear. तो हम किसी से कितना भी झूठ बोल लें, अगर वो हमारे चेहरे पे ना दिखाई दे तो सामने वाला हमारा विश्वास नहीं करेगा। एंड योर फेस इज ट्रूली अ मिरर टू योर ब्यूटिफुल माइंड। सो कीप दैट इन माइंड ऑलवेज।
Thank you so much, ma'am. You answered all the questions very beautifully. And I think even after listening about face shapes and different accessories for the whole hour, uh, it still concludes that identifying face shape and choosing accessories and everything is it's very subjective topic. However, it depends that you want to change anything, it completely depends upon you. If you're
Totally.
comfortable in your own skin, if you're comfortable just the way you look, there is no need to change anything according to the ideal standards that the society has made for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Just
I
wear
think
what
we have
looks good on you. That's it.
Yeah. So being from that profession and still promoting the not ideal but the confidence that one should wear from inside is really beautiful, and we're really grateful to you for explaining everything so beautifully to us. And I think all the people here will actually notice those things which we never even notice in our daily lives. I think we daily watch our face in the mirror, but we don't notice about the face shape, what kind of accessories which suit her, the angularity or the roundness or anything. And I think when anyone, all the viewers will go and watch their face in the mirror, and they will be actually noticing their face shape and everything in the face. And when they go to shopping, they will actually keep their session in their mind while shopping anything.
I
So I
hope.
think the session was really beautiful, and we got to know so many things that we never even thought of. I think that shows how much we take our skin for granted. We don't notice our bodies that much, and we keep on going. Like coming into my 20s, and there are women in their 30s and 40s, they are actually noticing these things now. They haven't thought about these things earlier. So I think this is very important to know ourselves. Like, if it is extremely important to know ourselves from the outside as it is important from the inside also. And I think
Absolutely.
that whatever tips you gave were really beautiful, and it all comes to how much we like about ourselves and what we actually want to change or not change about ourselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. More than change, wear what works for you, wear what makes you happy. Because you may be wearing something that everybody else feels looks great on you. But if you're not happy from within, then it's not working.
Yeah,
So at the end of the day, there has to be that thing that I should wear what I like and what looks good on me. Both are
yeah.
important. Both are important.
And there should be that whatever we choose and whatever we change or whatever we wear, it should be only for ourselves, that we should be happy wearing that, we should be feeling
Absolutely.
comfortable, we should be feeling
Absolutely.
confident, not for others,
Confident.
like what they will think how we look. Of course that somehow depends because people do think, but we come at the priority. So just do
Absolutely.
everything for yourself. Okay, so ma'am, before ending the session, please let us know the favorite question from the viewers today.
Okay, so I think the question that I felt was so beautiful. Har chehra kuch kehta hai, but I don't know if I answered that question as beautiful as it was in itself. I think
Yeah.
that was a beautiful question, and it
So
comes from
that
somebody who has a very poetical mindset. So I think that would be my
yeah.
question for today.
So
My
that
favorite
question
question.
was from Anuradha Gupta ma'am. So
Okay.
Anuradha Gupta ma'am, congratulations! You are the winner for best question of the session today. And the next lucky winner will be declared by the uh, मिस्टर इंडिया. तो मिस्टर इंडिया आकर हमें बताएंगे कि आज के हमारे लकी विनर कौन है. Seema Maheshwari ma'am, congratulations. You are the winner, lucky
Wow.
winner for the session today. So,
Congratulations, Seema ji and Anuradha ji, both of you. Congratulations.
congratulations to both the winners, and we are really glad that you asked so many great questions, and ma'am, you also answered every question very beautifully. So, to both the
Thank
winners,
you.
I am announcing. Yeah. So for both the winners, I'm announcing a contact number. Please contact to the undersigned for your giveaway prizes. The contact number is 9818 366 242. I'll repeat for you: 9818 366 242. Okay. So before concluding, I would like to give a vote of thanks to the guest for today. Ma'am, you were really great. You answered all the questions very beautifully. You were so subjective and you were so supportive. And to all the questions where we would have felt a little objective or a little judgmental, you made it so comfortable for us, and you made us realize that more than any accessory or anything, the confident we wear is really important. Because your line that when you said that confidence is everything, a confident woman ka chehra sabse beautiful hota, that really touched me, and I think it touched many of us. So thank you so much for being with us today and explaining everything so beautifully. Also, not to forget our audience. The audience has always been very interactive with us, and they always keep us motivated to bring them more sessions like this. And we request you to keep supporting us like that, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay connected with us throughout. Ma'am,
Thank you.
would you like to say anything before that?
Thank you, Purnima, for being such a beautiful host. It was such a pleasure doing this show with you. I'm also deeply grateful. Please communicate my gratitude to everyone at Pinkish Foundation for giving me this opportunity. I was so excited for this talk, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And the people that I have connected with, including yourself and Ruchi ma'am, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So here we conclude our session for the day. Thank you so much.